amigas amigos, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we will discuss about how to become a social media manager without any experience. So disclaimer, this is for beginners guide only, so I'll give you 5 steps how to become a social media manager. So stay tuned. Welcome back. So let's dive right into our topic for today. So why do they hire social media manager? Obviously, they want to build their online presence. Aside from maintaining their brand, they also want to build their engagement and most especially their followers to have more leads and to attract their potential customers or followers. So in my previous experience, since I work in a social media agency before, so most of our clients, they want to target their followers, their specific followers. And then once they have enough followers, they want to target their engagement to have more comments, likes, share. But you can target those engagement, increasing followers. However, you need to exert more effort because Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, whatever, their algorithm is constantly changing. So you have to try different approach from time to time. You have to check if there's an update about their algorithm. So you need to check that out. And you know what I observe? Most small businesses or influencers or any small accounts, they really want to have more followers to become famous. But the problem is they don't make an effort with their content. So I usually advise them to change how the way they post their content and take high quality pictures and be more consistent. So that's very basic tips for your client. And I want to share a story. There's one client who wants to become famous. It's not a business account, it's a personal one. So the problem is that he always takes selfies. He always posted selfies. Like, where is it? Bathroom? Or it's just like same angle and same place. So it's weird. And then he canceled his plan. It's actually a basic plan. It's not a premium. It's not a VIP. It's not our VIP client. But he always insisted that no, you didn't provide the result or whatever. Then we just let him go because he doesn't want to take our advice and we couldn't deliver his expectations. No? So lesson, if you want to become a social media manager, you always have to set your client's expectation in the very beginning, not after they complain something. So you always need to be transparent with your suggestions, what you observe about their account before you work on it, and that's very important to deliver a good result. So wala pa tayo dun sa 5 steps ha. Kasi these are the most important things you need to learn as a social media manager. Anyway, since you're a beginner, as I've mentioned earlier, that most small businesses or small accounts, they usually want to increase their followers and their engagement. So you have to find first those small businesses accounts or small accounts before you jump right into bigger brands. So learn from small account first to gain more experience. So here we go. Let's go to our 5 steps on how to become a social media manager. So number 1, you have to identify your target client or niche. So ask yourself, what are the things that I like to do? What is my hobbies or interest? Do I like sports, beauty, fashion, and ito yung health, beauty, pets, self-improvement, wealth, gadgets, personal finance, and so on. So, target what you like to do. Kasi the better na mas na-understand mo, na mas may interesado ka sa isang niche, mas marami kang alam, mas confident ka to execute your work. So, for example, you like beauty, mas lamang ka kasi mas alam mo yung mga, yung mga klase-klaseng mga beauty products or whatever, ganyan. So, you know some terms about it. So, at least, may idea ka na agad. Kasi at this stage, you're still learning pa naman eh. So, mag-start ka dun sa bagay na alam mo na. Like for example, you already know what keywords or hashtag they usually use and what shop they usually want to go to, parang ganun. And much better, at least meron kang 2 to 3 target niche, but they should be connected or related to each other. Like for example, beauty plus fashion. So, di ba, magkalapit lang sila. Hindi yung beauty plus sports. Like, so that's it for number 1. So, step number 2, create your own online presence. So, what social media platform that you are comfortable using? Kasi may iba't iba naman tayong preferences. Mas gusto kong gumamit ng Facebook, mas gusto ko yung gumamit ng Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, or whatever. So, why I'm asking this? Because you need to master that platform. Paano siya nag-work? Because there are some clients who only want to focus more on Instagram, either Facebook or YouTube. So, mas naging specific na yung target client mo. So, mas hindi ka na magugulan kung ano yung pipiliin mong trabaho. So, for example, you like Instagram. So, mas mag-focus ka doon sa mga client na gusto lang magpatrabaho for their Instagram account. So, di ba? So, this is our tip number 2 is to build your own online presence. If you like Facebook, you need to create Facebook page. If you like Instagram, you need to create Instagram business account. And you need to create post, nice content, and high quality photos. Even if you don't have any followers or maraming followers ganon, basta you have may na-post ka na at least 3, 5, or 10, even 10. Para ito yung instant portfolio mo, just in case they want to ask samples. Kasi you're a beginner, wala ka pang may experience, wala kang may papakita na pruweba. So, yun ang need mo. Kasi some of social media manager, they build their own website para doon nila ilagay yung kanilang mga portfolio, yung mga dagawa nila, ganon. Pero kapag wala ka, you can just take a screenshot before mo tinabaho yung account para makita yung number na ito yung past work mo, ganon. So, paano past work kung wala namang experience? So, that leads to our tip number 3 is to find your test client. What does it mean? So, meaning, your test client is either your friends who runs business account or your family business. So, ask them if you can manage their account. It's either free or discounted rate. Pero okay naman din yung free kasi may ma-benefit ka naman din kasi makaka-gain ka ng experience from their account. Meron ka ng makipakitang sample para sa portfolio mo, mailagay mo, ganun. So, the basic service that you can offer, so I have my notes here, babasahin ko na lang. So, first is engagement. As a beginner, mas madali na ba mag-follow, like, commenting, or responding to DMs. This is more interaction na job. So, of course, you also have posting or sharing their content to any groups. So, for posting, you can also try scheduler, which I will tackle about later. And also, it's okay if hindi ka pa yung gumagawa ng graphics or yung photo kasi sila naman mismo nagpo-provide ng mga content na yun or sila na nagpo-post agad. So, you don't have to worry about that. But much better if you also know how to create description or captions para sa mga post kasi minsan kailangan din talaga siya as a social media manager. So, those are the basic tasks that you can do for your friends or your family business account. So, wag ka munang mag-isip about paano kaya mag-run ng ads, baka kailangan nila. So, sa task na yan is for social media marketer. But if you have knowledge, mas the best, mas okay, mas lamang ka. And also, you don't have to worry kasi may mga mostly mga clients, they provide their photos, their content, their caption, gano'n. So, huwag ka munang ma-stress about yan. Baka umatas ka na agad dahil sa mga ganyan. And if you know your capability, kung ano yung kaya mong gawin, so, yun lang din ang pag-a-applyan mo. Kasi may nakalagay naman na job descriptions eh. So, choose the right one. So, step number 4 is to rate your service. So, mostly, mga beginner, as a minimum rate is $200 per month or $5 per hour. Or you can bid higher if you have enough experience naman eh. So, ito yung may example that you can offer, you can do to your client. Meron pa yan, pwede pa yung dagdagan. Also, meron din mga website, like for example, Fiverr, that you can also create a plan. For example, basic, standard, and premium. Basic, yung mga konti-konti follow, like, kanan. Or standard, meron ng posting-posting, ng premium, lahat, ikaw na. I know some of you here nagtataka, oh, meron palang ganyan. Yes, you are. Meron. Madaming option. Options. Yes, we have different options to get a client. Yung in-example ko kanina is parang business mo yung skills mo, yung talent mo. You can just post it somewhere, like for example, Fiverr, tapos mag-iantay ka lang na merong mag-message sa'yo at kukunin ka. So, ayun. Kasi yung experience ko is that naglagay lang ako nandun sa Fiverr yung mga basic, premium, standard plan ko. And then, hinayaan ko lang siya. And then, after a month, meron palang nagme-message. Akala patay na yung account na yun. So, meron palang nag-message. So, ayun. Try different approach para makakuha ka rin ng client. Okay, let's move on to our step number 5. Our last step. So, make sure before ka sumali sa labanan, you have to be ready. Therefore, our step number 5 is to organize or create your own system or workflow or your process. And also, identify your struggles para i-work on mo yan bago ka sumalang. Mas maganda may knowledge ka na agad. So yun nga, para confident ka din mag-apply. Hindi ka mag-hesitant na, ay, hindi ko pala yan carry. Wag na lang. So, yun, mas mawawalan ka talaga ng chance na piliin. Sana all pinipili. So, try to explore from other resources. Ang dami sa YouTube na tutorial videos to learn more. Anyway, I provide you some tips. It's a very mixed lang to yung nasa screen ko ngayon. And number 1 is pag-aralan mo yung mga tools na ginagamit ng mga social media manager. So, as a beginner, you need to learn about scheduling. Maghanap ka ng mga scheduling tools. Like, for example, eto. Ayan sila. Ito yung mga common tools. Mostly is talagang later. So, try to study that first para mas may alam ka na. But they are actually very simple and easy lang naman navigate ko. And tip number 2, since you will need to provide your analytics or your reports, kasi kailangan talaga ng tracker, yung makita yung progress, result ng pinanggagawa mo. Again, beginner tayo, so we target mostly yung mga small business. So, meaning, some of them may not have this project management tools or any software. So, let's start na lang dun sa yung talagang ginagamit ng karamihan. Like, for example, Google Sheet. Yan, pwede kang makaprovide. Or Excel or Google Sheet, pareho lang sila. But Google Sheet is more likely na you can edit both at the same time, kahit saan lugar siya at ikaw kung saan. So, yan. Pwede mo dun ilista yung tracking report mo. So, ipakita ko yung screen. Ayan. And also, sila din, wala silang knowledge about that. Kaya nga sila nag-hire ng social media manager kasi para makahagilap din ng information from you kung paano i-work yung yung business nila, yung online presence nila. And mostly, they want a simple and easy to read na mga report. So you can provide tracking date and result. Every single day, you need to track your progress and especially your activities. Kailangan yan kung ilan ba siguro na follow mo, na like mo, na interact mo per day. And again, make sure to take a screenshot before ka nag-work sa account nila. Para at least kung any problem man nangyari or reklamo sa client, you have evidence, may resibo tayo, 'di ba? But if they want some chart, ganon, you can also create that in Google Sheet. So here is the example. And tip number 3, if they ask you to create graphics, you can actually use Canva. It's very simple, easy, basta user-friendly siya. Actually, sa mga na-encounter ko na client, this is based on my own experience. Mostly, mga small business, sila lang yung nagpo-provide, sila lang yung nagpo-post ng kanilang photos, content, description, caption, whatever, sila lang nagpo-post yun. So, ang mostly tinatrabaho ko is yung mag-interact na lang talaga. Yan yung first kong ginagawa sa mga small account. So, tip number 4, if they want to ask what content that is more attractive, so you can say na mas better kasi may funny. Kasi yung funny, if they want more engagement, post funny content. Kasi they will comment more. Mas magko-comment sila pag funny post. And if motivational naman, mostly likes, more likes. And yung mga informative post is mostly save post or download their photos or save post doon sa Instagram. So those are what I observed. And tip number 5, learn about project management tools. Kasi most of the clients, yung medyo nakaangat na siya ng konti from small business, parang pag na sila, at least parang medium level, ganon. So, meron na silang nabibuild na mga tools na ginagamit nila para mag-designate ng task, ganon. So, learn some of these tools. Yan sa screen. Ayan. So, this is commonly used but not necessarily para for social media manager, para sa lahat ng mga freelancers dyan. So, tip number 6, find a VPN apps. So, this is the most important thing that you have if you're a social media manager. Kasi, this is to avoid getting compromised or getting blocked. Kasi, if your client is from US and you are from the Philippines, and then, pag nag-login ka sa Philippines, matatrack nila na nag-login ka from Philippines and you are not from US. So they think that it's a suspicious activity or suspicious login. Kasi it's very important na walang mangyayaring iba sa kanilang account. Therefore, you need to be careful with your activities kasi baka ma-compromise ka, ma-delete, ma-block. So that is also lead to our tip number 7 na you need to learn about their algorithm ng Facebook, ng Instagram, Facebook kasi iba't iba sila, pero slightly different lang naman. So, research how many activities you can do per hour or per day para maiwasan mo yung block kasi yun ang pinaka-importante. Kasi before, you can follow and like 900 plus users per day. But right now, even if 20 accounts, ganun, may mga accounts na nabablock na, especially those newly accounts na kini-create pa lang. So, you have to be more careful with the fresh accounts. If may edad na ng mga account, matagal nang na-create, medyo angat-angat lang ng konti yung activities mo. So, yun. But right now, kailangan mo pa rin mag-update. Kailangan mo pa rin i-check yung mga updates ngayon for 2021 para mas safe yung account ng client mo. And here's the final tip, our tip number 8. You need to learn about how to onboard clients. Kasi you will need to provide questionnaire and ask them the files that you need, photos, whatever. So, yun yung questionnaire is para malaman mo kung ano yung target ng clients mo. So, I will provide you from sa ating screen. So, these are the top questions you need to ask your clients in order to deliver better results. So, ito yung example if you're handling an Instagram. Ito yung mga questionnaire. You can actually use this for Facebook or any platform. So, discuss natin yan one by one. So, number 1 is Instagram account and password. Of course, you need to make sure na i-store mo ng maayos itong password nila. Hindi mo kung saan ipopost o ilalagay. So, make sure na lang ilagay mo sa paper, ganon, na itago mo lang kung saan. Kung alam mo, mas safe. So, number 2 is, what is your Instagram goal? Because the more we understand their goal, mas better na makukuha natin yung resulta na gusto nila. So, number 3, what are the 3 major countries you want to target? So, mostly naman kasi, may iba na gusto worldwide, may iba na isang location lang. So, mas better na alam mo kung ano yung target location niya. So, next is, what is the age range of your target market? So, is it 18 to 21, mga teens ba, or mga young adult, or mga senior? So, next is, what is your target gender? Is it female only, or male only, or both? And next is to ask them their competitor accounts para gawin mo siyang basis. Pwede mo siyang i-target yung mga followers nila or following nila. So, piliin mo lang. So, it's either 10 to 15 or 15 to 20 sample accounts na i-provide nila. Sometimes, you can also provide those. Tapos, ipapacheck mo sa kanila kung is it this your target, ganon, and yan. Kasi sometimes tamad din sila maghanap eh. So, ikaw na lang. And if you want to provide competitor accounts, mas okay na at least hindi siya masyadong maraming followers kasi sometimes or most of the time, yung mga bigger accounts, parang merong halong ano na yan eh, automation or merong spam account na lang, ganon. So, mas better ma-filter out natin yung mga hindi kaya-ayang mga account. So, that's why we usually target accounts that at least 20,000 followers up to 100 or 50, ganon. Ganon lang. So, wag ka nang mag-target na mga 1 million plus kasi hindi natin alam kung saan nanggaling yung mga followers nila. So, next tip, what do your customers like to do? Ano ba yung mga hilig nila mga customers? Kasi, pag malaman mo yung mga hilig nila, you can target those places. For example, mahilig sila mag-golf. So, you can target golf area sa target location nila. So, next is what type of events they like to go. So, for example, siguro basketball, whatever, baka gusto nilang pumunta ng mga ganyan. Or kung about fashion, siguro mga fashion event, ganon. So, pwede mo siya i-target. Di ba may mga hashtag naman ginagamit? So, pwede kang magkakita ng mga tao dyan na pwede mong i-target based on, pwede mo makita sa likes or medyo makita mo sa comments. So, pwede mo siyang i-interact para maging attract mo as a follower. Next is what location does your target market like to go? For example, spa or gyms or concert events, or saan pa ba? Anong shopping store, ganyan. So, be as specific kung anong mga shopping store ba yan or anong klaseng event yung pinuntahan nila. So, ang location, ganon. Para mas doon i-target nila. Kasi 'di ba minsan may mga account na nagta-target ng location. So kung i-search mo yung location niya, nakikita mo kung sino yung pupunta. So pumili ka kung sino mong i-interact mo, i-follow mo para i-follow back ka. Ganun. And next is what products or brands do you usually buy? Is it Victoria's Secret or Adidas? Ano pa ba? So, they need to provide specific brands para i-target mo din. And next is option lang din to, if they want to target bloggers or influencer, they can provide sample accounts. So, if they want to target lifestyle, fashion, beauty, fitness, vegans, so ask them to provide at least 3 accounts each. So, para at least mas malawak yung understanding mo sa ano talaga yung target client or target followers or customers nila. And next is ask them if they have specific keywords or hashtag they usually use aside from their hashtag, their business account or business name, ganon. So, ano yung baka meron silang ito-target? Kung wala naman, it's okay. This is just an option. And the last one is ask them what is their primary reason why they're using this platform, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, ganon. Is it for personal use or is it for business use? So that's it. I hope you find this very helpful. So those are the things that very basic tips, or actually hindi naman siya basic, parang level up to sa basic yung mga information natin ngayon. So I hope marami kayong natutunan sa video na ito, and of course, you have to remember, don't settle kung ano lang yung pinapagawa ng client sa'yo. You always have to be more proactive. Kung meron kang nakikita na pwede mo i-suggest sa client, gumawa tayo ng ganito. Hindi lang kasi ito na yung daily process na ginagawa ko, yun na lang lagi. So, if you find something more helpful, you can suggest it to your client. So, communicate, and be more proactive. So, that's it for today. So, I hope na-enjoy kayo sa video nito, and please like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much, amigas. Adios.